This is your Weather Extreme video for July the 1st, Tuesday. Welcome to July, and it looks like it's going to get hot for a couple of days. There's a look at the sky cam from Hamilton, and we see a few what appear to be relatively high clouds across the sky. And looking out from Trussville, not noticing much in the way of fog, but over in the east central sections and northeast sections of Alabama, there have been some visibility issues this morning where they had some showers and thunderstorms. And welcome to July, and also welcome to Tropical Depression number 1, which probably before this Weather Extreme video gets posted may actually become Tropical Storm Arthur. Located off the east coast of Florida. And there's the National Hurricane Center track. It probably will become a tropical storm later today, and potentially a hurricane by the time it gets near the Outer Banks of North Carolina around Friday. And that certainly complicating the weather picture over the southeastern U.S. There's a look at the clustering of modeling, and most of the models in pretty good agreement with taking it right along and scooting it along the coast of the U.S. and up around the Carolina coast. In the upper atmosphere, high pressure is building across central Alabama today, and that will help to increase heat for both today and tomorrow. Temperatures this morning starting the day off in the lower 70s, a little bit cooler over in the east central and northeast sections where they did see some showers yesterday. But no showers in the west central sections. QPF-wise, yes, it's looking fairly dry for us, thanks to a combination of the front that will be approaching along with the tropical system off the southeast coast. That will increase our northerly flow and bring in some drier air. Storm Prediction Center outlooking a slight risk along and ahead of the front, extending from northwestern Arkansas across much of Kentucky and the eastern Ohio River Valley and up into the eastern Great Lakes. Day 2, the area primarily from the central Appalachians northward into New England. And then on day 3, we see that there is no specific slight risk area. All right, let's get into the 060 GFS model run. And there's the surface map for today, and we can see the developing tropical system. We also see the approach of the cold front from the northwest. The upper air pattern shows, shows that reflection of the front with the trough that's coming across the western Great Lakes. And then, of course, we see the closed low over the northern Bahamas off the east coast of Florida. Moving out to Wednesday, tomorrow, we see the trough inches closer as the low develops a little bit more as it begins to drift and move a little bit more distinctly to the north, but it will be not moving fast for the first few days, so it will be affecting the northeast coast and central coast of East Florida. By the time we get out to Thursday, the closed low is aloft is deepened fair amount, and as the trough approaches, it will be nudging it off out into the Atlantic. But in the meantime, as the front approaches us, we should see rain chances increase because of the lift of the front, but the sinking motion as a result of the closed low and the tropical system off the southeast coast, and it looks like the closed low and the strength of that tropical system will win with more sinking motion, and also we get good northerly flow, and that northerly flow will help to dry things out. And you can see from precipitable water that the precipitable water values drop across much of northern Alabama on the 3rd. That opens the way for just a beautiful 4th as we see the trough coming by and picking up the tropical system, and that will help to move it past the Outer Banks and eventually out into the northern Atlantic. The trough moves on, and we see that we build an elongated ridge on Saturday, and so moisture levels will begin to increase. By Sunday, I think probably we'll be back to seeing the possibility of an isolated shower or two. And then as we get out into Monday, the 7th, we see that elongated ridge across the southern tier of the United States. And again, that just means moisture levels should gradually come back up. And as they do, we'll see the return of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. And finally, a week from today, we begin to see the development of the 594 heat bubble out over the southern Atlantic. Going out into voodoo country, and that 594 heat bubble raises its ugly head over the eastern half of the country, actually more like the eastern two-thirds of the country on the 12th. So this promises some heat for the middle of July. We get out to the 16th, we can see that the westerlies are very far far north, and the heat bubble basically dominating the overall weather pattern across much of the United States. That'll do it for the Weather Extreme video. Stay tuned to the blog for latest updates. As I say, I expect the National Hurricane Center to name that Tropical Depression 1 probably later today. Have a great day, and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
In back-to-back ratings periods,
more people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.